Hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica. The last time you saw me, we went to the abyss. We went to the crater edge, where we saw Leviathans, a Reaper Leviathan, and the Sea Treader's path, the migration path. We got plenty of materials like lithium and ruby. Now we're back home. We have the Cyclops in our prawn suit, and we're gonna head to the Lost River. I'm gonna collect some materials along the way and get stocked up before I head out. We're going deep down beneath the surface. And it's finally time to go to the Lost River. Alright. Okay, let's see if we're stocked up, ready to go. I'll make sure we're prepared for this. Okay. Now, I need to upgrade the Cyclops. We need to do that. Taking it down below, and I'd like to upgrade the prawn suit as well. So when you make another moon pool, we need 2 moon pools because we have 2 upgrades. So I'm gonna pin the moon pool real quick, as well as a few other things. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. Blood oil. The blood vine. Gabe's feather. Should be a wreck down here. Yo, I'm so scared. The blood kelp zone. Amphiel, we saw those earlier. In the bulb zone. Oh. Spinefish. Ooh, goes even further. Just keeps going.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Look, we're over there. And here's the wreck, or part of it. There's the Lost River right there, or another entrance to it. We're gonna come back. Alright, we're back. It's a long material gathering list, but we did it.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
So before I go down there, I'm gonna be prepared. Right here. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Cyclops Death Module Mark 1. We have the Engine Efficiency Module. The Shield Generator. We have the Repair Module. We have the Decoy Tube Upgrade. We're going to build 2 modification high neighbors. What are my neighbors? gonna put this in here. Oh, right here. So where is it? What's affect the integrity? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Excellent. Okay. These areas. But first, we're gonna name our stuff. We have the Melon moth. And the base is gonna be, the name will be like a gray. Isn't you? The Melon moth.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, come on. Yeah, the Melon moth. My favorite color is blue. I was gonna make it blue and white, but you know what? All right, now we're gonna name our prawn suit. But this, what we'll name Bob. Okay, we'll kind of tweak the color a little bit more matte finish. Interior's gonna be red, just like the Melon moth. Like that. That's Bob. Yeah, that's Bob. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's right here. Hull reinforcement. And we have the storage module. Sonar for the sea moth. Incredibly useful. Here's all that. Ooh, the prawn suit upgrades. That's crazy. I'll make another one. Okay. Unpin all the upgrades. Alright, so. Install them. We have this, the depth module number 1 and storage module. The hull reinforcement and sonar. And now we put the arms in this on Bob. Oh yeah, I have that though. Grappling arm. And drill arm. How much do I need for the jump upgrade? Ooh, oh, nickel ore. Nickel! Gosh! We have everything there except nickel. That's in the Lost River. Alright, before we go, we're gonna catch up on these logs. Here's the voice thing that we heard earlier. Day 68, wow. Alright, we have fauna. Herbivores. The spine fish.
Spinefish. Small, school mentality prey fish, closely related to the hoopfish. 1. Gray coloration. A combination of near-translucent flesh with white, rib-like markings gives this fish a deathly appearance. It takes advantage of this to avoid the attention of its predators. 2. Behavior. Moves in schools for protection, but will disperse and flee if necessary, whereon those fortunate enough to escape the gaze of their assailants will make for the sea floor and hide amongst the detritus. Assessment. Edible. Low calorie count.
Calorie count.
Blood vine. This species of kelp grows in sparse copses, deep on the ocean floor, and provides shelter for an array of distinct fauna and megafauna. Survival at these depths is challenging, and the life forms which make their homes here have developed unusual coping mechanisms, including a bleaching of skin pigment, dependency on naturally occurring metals and oils to adjust to temperature and pressure, and in some cases, even electrical defense mechanisms. The vibrant red oils, which seep from the blood vine, coagulate into semi-hard pustules, which frequently fall loose and form a vital foodstuff for the local ecosystem, or are otherwise reabsorbed into the ground over time. Gabe's feather. This plant grows almost exclusively in deeper waters, where its hand-like leaves have evolved to filter sediment from the environment. It is likely dependent on the excretions of fauna populating the waters above and around it.
I'm gonna go apply
Welcome aboard, Captain.
these to the prawn suit, because I forgot. And it actually shows that they're installed. Cool. And where do I put these in? 2, I guess.
All systems online.
And this will actually repair the health now because we have the module. Here's the modules real quick that I showed you guys earlier. We have 2 efficiency modules. Cool efficiency. Which means we can have a lot of energy. So we have decoy tubes if we needed to. And Mark 1 and a shield generator. Alright. Oh! Goodness. Gets me every time. The Lost River. Ghost Leviathan. We descend. We're actually going in. We're at 494. Crazy music though. Lens. I actually see better with the lights off. Very carefully. There's a Ghost Leviathan over there.
Engine powering down.
There's a juvenile one. They're not as big as the ones we saw before. Oh my gosh. You're so super aggressive. Huh, that's a warm welcome. The River Prowler. Just in case. We are deep. Nickel over here, and there may be ghost weed. Oh, there is. No, that's lithium. That's lithium. Magnetite. I hope y'all can see something going on. Well, I mean, it's dark, but I mean, I don't know how the camera will pick it up, or the recording. That's quartz. Darn. There it is. Even they have disease. That's crazy. Manta rays. Oh, but they're doing all the way over here. It definitely sees me. There's no way. It's just ignoring me. Nickel. Oh, I didn't scan it. And what do I find down here? I'll just put in the, I'll put in the Cyclops. Oh, am I dead? I might be dead. Wait, no. No, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Oh, Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. Okay, that's... They are much smaller. They are much smaller. I gotta find this entrance to go further down. It's over here. Yep. Yep, see? Over here. It's a long way down. That's where we gotta go. I'll think it'll follow us. Oh, there we go. Oops. We're down under. And it's actually safe here. That's where our next base will go.
Engine powering down.
Into the Melon moth.
All systems online.
Right. Behold, interior of the Lost River. Start scanning some stuff. Do I not have the thermal suit? I do. I guess the visuals just, are still there. Maybe it hurts a little bit. Leviathan skeletal remains. Interesting. Thermal vents. We could use it for power. There's the tree. I'll show you guys this tree over here. These turn in to Ghost Leviathans later, or at least they are in the same family of genetics. This is a beautiful location right here. The ghost tree. Cove tree. Another layer. Yeah, we need these for later. Nickel ore. We'll come back here though. I wouldn't really consider this the Lost River, but it's definitely a part of it. There's the magma zone, then there's the cove tree, and the Lost River, which is all green. Alright. It keeps going that way. That's where the Grand Reef is. But as you can probably tell, some alien constructs. Ooh. Interesting. How'd this get here?
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Interesting. Ancient facility.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Oh wait, I put on a tablet on me. Hey! Hey! Leave you alone. Leave you alone. I don't have a tablet. I don't craft one. That was it? Okay. Whoa. The Lost River, huh? That's a big rib cage. There's gotta be some shell crop in here. Yeah. There might be a Leviathan in here too. Can I scan this? No. Leave me alone. We're back. I made an orange tablet just in case. And then I also made a purple tablet. Put it in here so they don't get attacked. Okay. That would be this right here. Purple tablet. Alright.
Integrating new PDA data.
Specimen research data. Ooh. Go to our CMOC real quick and read this.
Specimen research data. A catalogue of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. Shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen, too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued, high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Large carnivore theta, off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for KHARAA immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility, constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine.
The Sea Emperor, 1.4 kilometers. We have nickel ore. Nickel is a medium-hard, ductile metal used extensively in production of strong metal alloys. It has applications throughout the construction industry. Assessment. Essential for advanced fabrication. Now, River Prowler.
River Prowler, a fast, agile predator discovered at great depths. 1. Jaws. Powerful jaws used for both savaging prey and warding off larger predators. 2nd torso. Its eel-like torso is highly vulnerable, consisting predominantly of spinal column and cartilage. It shows significant overlap with other eel-like predators on 4, 5, 4, 6b. 3. Attack profile. It will aggressively keep its jaws facing its opponent, but smaller, faster life forms may have the advantage. Assessment. Avoid.
Deceased. Sea Dragon Skeleton.
Sea Dragon Skeleton, the semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. 1. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe, it was likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. 2. Age. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle.
And the Ghost Ray.
Ghost Ray. This ray species has adapted to deep-sea conditions. Its body is fully protected by a translucent skin, and its large wings are capable of generating considerable thrust. 1. Poisonous flesh. As is common for rays on 4.546b, the Ghost Ray's flesh is inedible, making it one of the more resilient herbivores. 2. Feeding behavior. Feeds on plant matter that has settled on the ground in deep-sea caverns.
The Ghost Ray.
Assessment. Inedible.
Got the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile.
Ghost Leviathan juvenile. This large predator has adapted to live in deep waters and dark cave systems, attacking anything and everything in its quest to grow larger. 1. Torso. Soft outer membrane and elongated body enable superior navigation of tight cave environments. Displays some similarities to other eel-like predators in the area. However, the Ghost Leviathan has covered over the electrical prongs on its inner torso with a taut, transparent membrane which delivers superior maneuverability. 2nd, diet. In its juvenile state, this Leviathan feeds on larger herbivores and unfortunate members of its own species. They display a remarkable rate of growth which shows no signs of stopping, suggesting that they must abandon their hatching grounds before they grow too large and make for more open waters. Assessment. Avoid.
That's why the migration path, they're definitely a part of it.
Amoeboid, a simple, non-sentient organism found attached to land with high levels of fossilized organic matter. It feeds on this matter until it reaches maturity, at which point it divides to create 2 new, genetically identical offspring, and the cycle continues.
Okay. Let's see the ghostweed. Ghostweed grows exclusively in deep waters, whereas pale pigmentation is visible on the fewest wavelengths. Giant Cove Tree.
Giant Cove Tree, a vast tree encountered in a deep cove, and the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. 1. Bark. A hardy, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches in the surface. 2. Ghost Leviathan eggs. The tree's branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs, belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. This tree appears to be an ancient nesting ground. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect and grow with them as they await the right conditions to hatch.
Just a peaceful location hatches some of the most violent creatures. That's interesting. Okay. Alrighty, that was all the data entries for now. We'll get some more this episode as well, but I want to at least take care of the ones we had for now. Okay, let's go further into the facility. Egg. Sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen. It is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. This is ribcage.
Ribcage samples. A display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from the indigenous life forms. There is a particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures. While some of these skeletons match organisms encountered on the planet so far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either that there are species out there not yet accounted for, or that they have become extinct since these samples were collected.
The samples were collected. Ray specimens. Oh yeah. Whoa. Okay. Let me read this. Read this real quick. Actually, we'll read all of it when we come back. I want to keep going back and forth. Cool. Yeah. They study them. Get some air real quick.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ooh. Ugh. Skeletal remains. A big fish. That's a big fish, dude. Go on it. It's always your bigger fish.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Biological matter. Warper parts.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
The KHARAA bacterium contagion.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection. Seek fluid intake.
The KHARAA bacterium.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Or the KHARAA. What did they do here? What are they doing? Interesting. Okay. I think that's everything that's in this structure. Anyway, let's get going. some of these logs real quick. Bacterial infection report. But before we do that, we gotta ray species on 4546B.
Ray species on 4546B. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546B, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546B have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Bacterial infection report. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time, 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps. Salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine. Investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection.
Alien data. Do damage report.
Damage report. Damage report Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with sea floor. Breaches detected in Containment Unit 7. Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning. Infected. Individuals may not leave the planet. KHARAA contagion profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as KHARAA. Discovery. First encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths. 143 billion individuals. Bacterial mechanisms. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Symptoms. Stage 1, gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. Emergency steps. Taken. Core worlds quarantined. Bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure. Unknown. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This lifeform shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery, receiving energy directly from this facility and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment: programmable hunter-killer.
That explains
Avoid.
it. Yeah, they're not really natural creatures. They're created by the predecessors.
Warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility.
And we'll read this when we get back, because we're about to starve. We're done here. Ow. Back to the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems.
Okay.
All systems online.
Okay. It was remains of... Where is it? Yeah, remains of research
Remains of
specimen.
research specimen. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. 1. Habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months, or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, this specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Second evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. This species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond
past
recognition.
Oof. Here we are. This creature's massive. Sheesh. Oh. Oops. I ran into a river prone. That's a big creature. This is just the head and the neck. Gargantuan fossil. Okay. Well, actually, I don't think he can even get in here. I want to read in peace, please. Alright, we got gargantuan fossil.
Gargantuan fossil, the fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator, dated at approximately 3 million years old. Rib cage measurements suggest the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. Note: there are a series of precise, angular indentations on the rib cage, suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time.
Yeah, so this creature has been here for a very, very long time. Very long time. Excuse me. I'm gonna go over here. Dang, this is like the Lost River. That's where they studied all these creatures. I like their structures. They were so advanced. Ancient skeleton.
ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range.
A million years old. Wow. Quite a looker, too. Alien sensor. Research robes.
Research probes. The prominence and facing of these alien devices suggests they are some kind of probe or sensor. Their subject would seem to be the vast skeleton in the center of the cavern. The attached cable network may lead to a remote power station or data hub.
Investigate. Maybe over here, the cabling. Orange tablet. Crab claw kelp. Alien bone specimen case. Okay. What is that?
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, there it is. Another cuttlefish. We'll hatch these eventually. They're the cutest thing ever. Alien flora research. Okay. Alright. See here. Alien flora research. Local plants being held in stasis. The aliens evidently sought an extensive knowledge of the planet's ecosystem, which would have been necessary to support any life specimen research. Research equipment. A large laboratory table and accompanying scanners incorporate technologies far beyond our current level of understanding. Hypothesis. Equipment maintenance. Staff maintenance. Specimen analysis. Specimen gene manipulation. Fauna reproductive data.
Fauna reproductive data. Extensive alien research data on the local fauna, with a special focus on their reproductive methods. Core conclusions have been synthesized. The aliens discovered the life forms on the planet have just one sex. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg-laying. Eggs usually required genetic material from another of the species. In rare case, only one parent was required. With evolutionary mutation, introduced by the effects of the environment itself, research appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parent and child.
These fossils likely came from the ancient ancestors of the Leviathans, which inhabit the planet today. The relative size and delicacy of the bones suggest they formed part of the ear canal, or some other complex internal structure. Crab claw kelp.
Crab claw kelp, a blue-tipped kelp species which tends to grow in or near to acidic brine pools on the ocean floor. These brine pools are hazardous to most life forms. However, the crab claw has adapted by developing a thick, inflexible root system which can withstand the environment and which raises the sensitive blue feeding nodules above the level of the brine.
All right. We are done here. And that path up this way, I believe it takes us to the trench. Where do you go? Oh, okay, the Grand Reef. Oh, that would have been a given.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So that's the Grand Reef entrance. Oh, okay. I probably should have been using this, but I completely forgot I had it. So I'm curious if this cape has an ending. It doesn't like that I did that. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's so many entrances to the Lost River. Pyro coral. So this is another entrance. Cool. There's so many ways in. Alright, back towards the Cyclops. It's awesome. Alright, see what we have to read. There's one more. Pyrocoral.
Pyrocoral. This coral species is unlike any other encountered on 4546b insofar as it relies on magma flow rather than water current to deliver nutrients. As lava rises up from the planet's core and erupts at vents, this coral forms around the base until eventually it has surrounded the entire vent. Lava is then funneled up through the coral, allowing it to siphon minerals and heat as it goes.
Okay. That was the Lost River, really. I mean, it's about all that I know to look at, to see. Thank you guys for watching. It was awesome. The Lost River. Very mysterious. Very alien in nature. But not really, because this is the home planet. We're the aliens. We explored the Cove Tree. We went to all the facilities. We looked at all the specimens. What's next is probably going to do the Cove Tree, gather some resources, build a base here, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I'll see you on the next episode of Subnautica.